on a night where we will find out who is the new SmackDown General Manager. We welcome you to HBK Country, San Antonio, Texas, for another edition of Friday Night SmackDown. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of WWE 2K20, my career mode, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into today's episode, smash that thumbs up button as hard as possible can. Share this video on social media. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and if you are subscribed, please turn the notifications on to stay notified. Last week on SmackDown, Kristen Murphy celebrated her 2.5-year reign as SmackDown Women's Champion. Last week she said she is looking for new ways to challenge herself. She suggested maybe she could start beating opponents with the 4 or 5 count, or maybe that she should start defending her women's championship against male superstars. And after that was said, Becky Lynch and the League of Nations took exception.
If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm looking for new challenges, not rematches against played out losers I've already beat. And you and your crew trying to intimidate me isn't going to change that. Besides, everyone knows you're just all bitch and no bite.
If you're not gonna give me a title match, then I'll just have to beat one out of you.
Then, after the verbal insults, Becky Lynch had had enough. Drew McIntyre would toss Becky in a steel chair, but Kristen would try to fight Becky Lynch and block the steel chair shot, but Pete Dunne would hand Becky Lynch a Singapore cane, and she would just start going to town on Kristen Murphy. Patrick Murphy came out the ringside to try to save the day, but the League of Nations were one step ahead, and as a result, that resulted in a 5-on-2 beatdown with the League of Nations manhandling the Murphy Dynasty. Ladies and gentlemen, we understand that the Murphy Dynasty and the New Day are standing in the ring.
Not long after my issues with Becky Lynch heated up, SmackDown Live filled its open GM position. We were excited to see who it was. Well, until we saw who it was.
Oh, hell no. Tony Khan, does your offer still stand? Me and Kristen need to get a contract. Get the hell out of here real quick. Give us a contract to AEW, please. It'll be a cold day in hell before we work for this bitch.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be the new general manager of SmackDown Live.
Did you just come out here, interrupt us, and say SmackDown Live?
She definitely said that, and I have 20/20 hearing.
You're off to a good start as GM. Please, continue.
Knowing that I was up for this gig, I watched the show last week for the first time, and I have to say, I didn't like what I saw from you, Red. Instead of accepting Becky Lynch's challenge, you resorted to cheap insults, which led to Becky having no choice but to defend herself. So, Red, you said last week you wanted new challenges? Well, I have one for you. You're going to defend your women's championship in the first ever best out of 5 team match. It will be a one-night series of singles matches between Red, Trey, and your buddies the New Day, taking on Becky Lynch and her Savages. If Red's team wins the series, she retains her title. If Becky's team wins, she is the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
She just said it again.
The name of your show is SmackDown Live. Say it with me. SmackDown.
Town makes more sense, but whatever.
Guys, we're losing track of the fact she just put us in a best out of 5 series for Red's title, which seems super unfair. I mean, who would do such a thing?
Who?
Hey, I know we formed an alliance, but that's kind of our thing, okay? With all due respect, you're really stacking the deck against Red, so I have an idea that would help even things up a bit. You give our team home field advantage.
That's right. If Red's putting her title on the line under these circumstances, then the series should take place on our turf.
What kind of turf are we talking? Synthetic or natural?
because I prefer a natural tall fescue.
I meant more of a New Day home arena vibe, but we could look into the fescue.
I like what you're thinking, except Becky's team should have an equal opportunity to secure home field advantage. So later tonight, it will be Red and a team member of her choosing versus Becky and a partner of her choice. The winner of that match will earn home field advantage for their team in the best out of 5 series.
Who's it gonna be, Red?
Yeah. Who?
That was a test, and you passed. Good job.
There's really not a bad choice, unlike the choice of Brooklyn as GM.
Ooh, she just laid the smackdown on her.
So I'm going to team with...
Great decision.
Ooh, I can smell the sweet aroma of tall fescue headed our way.
So let me get this straight. Kristen Murphy has to defend her title next week in a best of 5 team series match. Unreal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we just learned that Becky Lynch's partner in this mixed tag team main event will be Finn Balor of the League of Nations. Coming up next on Friday Night SmackDown, it will be Becky Lynch and Finn Balor of the League of Nations taking on the Murphy Dynasty. The winner of this mixed tag team matchup will secure home field advantage for their team next week in the best of 5 team series for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. When we come back, we will have this mixed tag team main event on SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Friday Night SmackDown, and it is now time for our mixed tag team main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And
for weeks now, the Murphy Dynasty have been outnumbered 5-on-2 and been the recipients of numerous beatdowns from the League of Nations, or as you want to call them, Becky Savages. Call them whatever you want. But last week, they finally accepted the help of the New Day. And now with the odds even, the Murphy Dynasty will now stand a fighting chance against the League of Nations 2.0. And you better believe that Kristen Murphy's championship will be in jeopardy next week in the best of 5 team series match.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Formerly known as Becky Two Belts, here comes the man from Dublin, Ireland. Becky Lynch is making her way to the ring. Last week, she took offense to what Kristen Murphy told her. Kristen Murphy said that she was not going to give out rematches to played out losers like Becky Lynch, and that she was all bitch, but no bite. Becky took offense to that, and that's what led to the attack last week. And as a result, General Manager Brooklyn Von Bitch granted Becky Lynch a title match next week on SmackDown in the form of the best of 5 team series match.
weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
And the Balor Club is going strong here in San Antonio, Texas. Finn Balor is making his way to the ring. Earlier tonight on SmackDown, it was revealed that Brooklyn Von Braun was the new general manager of SmackDown, and here is what she would have in store for Kristen Murphy.
And I have to say, I didn't like what I saw from you, Red. Instead of accepting Becky Lynch's challenge, you resorted to cheap insults, which led to Becky having no choice but to defend herself. You're going to defend your women's championship in the first ever best out of 5 team match. It will be a one-night series of singles matches between Red, Trey, and your buddies The New Day, taking on Becky Lynch and her Savages. If Red's team wins the series, she retains her title. If Becky's team wins, she is the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
And next week, it will go down as Becky Lynch and the League of Nations will take on Kristen Murphy, Patrick Murphy, and the New Day in a best-of-5 team series match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, next week, we will bring you that entire series in its entirety, ladies and gentlemen. As the bell sounds and this main event gets underway, we're not going to shortchange the people. We're not going to say, oh, we're going to only show one match and then only show 2 other matches. We are going to show all 5 matches next week on SmackDown. Of course, that's being tomorrow on My Career Mode. And speaking of My Career Mode tomorrow, collectively, over the past 3 years, between the span of 3 games, 2K18, 2K19, and 2K20. Wait a minute, Sunset Flip Powerbomb, and no count was made. Between those 3 games, tomorrow on My Career Mode, we reach a milestone for the WWE 2K My Career Mode series. It will mark the 27th episode of the current season, but overall, we will reach our 100th episode for this series, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow will be the 100th episode of My Career Mode. So, in celebration of the 100th episode, and there's a springboard plancha by Kristen Murphy to the outside on the man. In celebration of the 100th episode, we will bring you that entire best of 5 series tomorrow in its entirety. Now, I hate the fact that we've taken away from this matchup, but now we are going to get on track right here. This is our mixed tag team main event, the Murphy Dynasty versus Becky Lynch and Finn Balor of Becky's Savages, aka League of Nations 2.0. There's the tag, and there's a clothesline by Patrick Murphy, and Becky and Finn are in trouble. They got him up. Suplex! Dual suplexes. Here's the cover. 1, and only a 1 count as Finn Balor kicks out. And a nice knee by Patrick Murphy, the former Universal Champion. Straight jacket DDT. And Patrick Murphy is showboating to the crowd. He cannot afford to do that. And we are going to Texas, because here is the Texas Cloverleaf. Finn Balor, however, manages to escape. Oh man, nice drop kick by the Demon King. Finn Balor has said that his future is his past. Does that mean, will he be going back to being known as Prince Devitt? Only time will tell. Finn Balor, of course, he is a former Universal Champion in his own right. He only held the title for less than 24 hours before having to relinquish the title the next night on Raw due to injury. Since that time, Finn Balor has not had a taste of championship gold since winning the Intercontinental Championship in 2018. Since that time, Finn Balor has decided to associate himself with Becky Lynch and the other League of Nations members, and they have been on a reign of terror as of late, and they have had their sights set on the Murphy Dynasty, and the only thing that Becky Lynch wants is what Kristen Murphy has, and that is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Wait a minute, here's a cover. And a near fall. Finn Balor in control, the experienced veteran right here. Irish whip in the corner. Patrick Murphy cannot see what's going on. And now Finn Balor, he's got Patrick Murphy dazed and confused. Missile drop kick to the corner. And Patrick Murphy is up after that drop kick. There's a lariat. Although I don't think he got all of that lariat right there. Now there's a lariat, followed by another lariat. Finn Balor went for a clothesline. Patrick Murphy ducked and came back with a flying lariat of his own. Super kick! The super kick party is in effect in San Antonio. 1, 2, and Finn Balor kicks out at 2. Patrick Murphy is in disbelief. He almost thought he had secured home field advantage for the Murphy Dynasty and the New Day for next week's championship best of 5 team series match. Finn Balor's got Patrick Murphy in the underhook. Bloody Sunday by Finn Balor. And that should do it. The League of Nations are going to get home field advantage 1. And Patrick Murphy kicks out a Bloody Sunday. And now Finn Balor going up top now. Splash off the top. I almost thought he was going for the coup de grace right there. And Patrick Murphy gets up and he hits Finn Balor with the lariat. Wait a minute. Kick to the midsection now. He's got Finn up. Package pile driver by Patrick Murphy. And now Irish whip in the corner. He should have gone for the pin right there. There's the tag. And now Kristen Murphy's coming into this match. Kick to the midsection. And now they both got Becky and Finn. DDT. Here's the cover. 1. And Finn Balor trying to track Becky. Oh my freaking God. There's the Mafia kick. I think Becky Lynch might be going this one alone, 2-on-1. Finn Balor managed to drag Becky Lynch and somehow get herself stuck to the campus. Oh my God. I cannot believe this. There's the Dragon Sleeper by Kristen. And this is the ultimate win for the Murphy Dynasty, and now the numbers game is going to work against the League of Nations. Irish whip in the ropes, drop kick by the man. Becky Lynch with a leg drop, and now another leg drop on the Kristen Murphy. Becky Lynch has had her wars with Charlotte Flair, and wait a minute, she's got Kristen Murphy, exploder suplex, and that, you better believe, has got to be the prelude to the disarmer. Here's the cover. And not even a 1 count. Kristen Murphy managed to kick out. That's how bad the Murphy Dynasty and the New Day want home field advantage next week. Now Becky Lynch. Oh my goodness. She's got her twisted around like a pretzel. What a slam to the canvas. Becky Lynch over the years has had her wars with Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks. She's been in there with the best of them, and every time she's gone to war with each and every one of them, they've all fallen victim to the man, and that is why Becky Lynch is known as the man for a reason. She will not back down from a fight, and she will send anybody who goes up against her home crying, tapping out to the disarmer. And now Becky Lynch, what could she be thinking right here? She's got underhook suplex, and that had to hurt the back of Kristen Murphy. Still a 2-on-1 disadvantage for Becky Lynch though, and now she's got Kristen Murphy up again. Twisting around. There's a backward slam to the canvas once again. And now Becky Lynch. Kristen Murphy stays then confused. There's another exploder suplex. And Becky Lynch is out cold just as much as Kristen Murphy is. Now she slowly crawls for the cover. 1. And only a 1 count. Now Kristen Murphy was barely able to get her shoulder up on that count right there. Finn Balor is still stuck to the canvas. If you want to be honest, the Murphy Dynasty should have won by disqualification by now. Wait a minute, kick to the midsection now. There's a man Uranagi slam. And Becky Lynch missed the senton, but it don't matter. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and Patrick Murphy shoves the referee. He doesn't want to get himself disqualified, but he temporarily broke up the 3 count. Oh my goodness, what the heck is Finn Balor? Oh my goodness. Oh man. A little bit out of range for Kristen Murphy. I think she was trying to go for a Hurricane Rana, but instead missed it by a long shot. What a mixed tag team match this has been. Remember, the winner of this match will secure home field advantage for their team next week for the best of 5 team series on SmackDown. And Finn Balor finally gets himself unstuck. And the crowd is on their feet. And Becky Lynch countered the back suplex, and now Kristen Murphy is in trouble, and now we're back to 2-on-2 competition. Becky Lynch at some point, is going to go for the disarmer. Kristen Murphy, we know, is going to go for the code red at some point. There's a leg drop, followed by another leg drop. That has been one of Becky Lynch's signature maneuvers. And now Becky Lynch went for a forearm, but that had no effect on Kristen. And now side hammerlock and an elbow right to the face. Now remember, wait a minute, kick to the midsection. Biohazard in the center of the ring. And now Kristen Murphy sends Finn Balor down in a heap. We know Becky Lynch had that nose broken in the past, and now Kristen Murphy's going for the legs. She's got him hooked. She's got it. Code red locked in. Becky Lynch cannot escape, and she has no choice but to tap out. The Murphy Dynasty and the New Day will get home field advantage next week on SmackDown. Thanks to the Murphy Dynasty's victory here tonight.
Here are your winners.
And now the Murphy Dynasty are taking a victory lap around the ring. They deserved it. They managed to get a measure of revenge tonight as they beat the League of Nations in a mixed tag team matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, the Murphy Dynasty and the New Day will go up against the League of Nations tomorrow on My Career Mode in a best of 5 team series match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The New Day and the Murphy Dynasty will have home field advantage. For all of us here in San Antonio, we'll see you tomorrow for more My Career Mode. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.